Y'all know what I seen today? I seen, it was beautiful. I seen the most beautifulest thing in the world. No, I ain't gonna say in the world, but I seen, a lot of young black kids working. I don't get out much. I seen a lot of young black kids working, getting to work by themselves. Mama and daddy ain't taking them to work. That's all y'all had. I know God ain't really, until we make a lot of changes in the world, we all gotta work with it. But that's all y'all. It's interesting, y'all. It's experiencing it. At least get the experience. What lead up to financial stability and security is one of the things that leads up to it is responsibility. Being responsible for your credit. I used to hear people on these rap songs, I don't need credit, I buy cash. And hey, how is that working out today, You did that years ago, where you at today? Credit works in so many different ways. It's amazing how credit works. It's like I don't know how it's gonna be in the future. They might, I don't know what they're gonna do, but credit is a way to tell banks and stuff that you are responsible with money. So when you got good credit, I had an 830 credit score. I kept it. I've been robbed like this a couple times, and they would drop my credit score down to 500 or something, and in a year I get it right back up. I knew tricks. I had did it for so many people. I kept getting attacked so much, and they would steal my identity. And it really wasn't them stealing. It was them darn females, bro. They wasn't no good, bro. They wasn't no good. They were cheating and giving my information to people, bro. They just wasn't no good. Or they were just young. Let me just say that they were young. And them boys drained them dry. And drained me dry trying to hold on to them. But credit, man, credit work in mysterious ways. But it shows banks you responsible. And I ain't gonna go in depth about that on here. But I'm gonna tell you the importance in it. I might will one day if God tell me to. But it's importance in it. Like getting something you can afford. Like your first car. Like I said, if I working at a McDonald's job, I could get a lot. They tell me not to say that now. But anyway, like I said, as hard as we got it, bro, it's like, where you gonna get your money? You gonna keep sleeping with her, find the right woman to run another home? That ain't gonna work, nigga. It's like y'all turned that into a good paying job. Find the right woman. Let me show you how to do some black magic on. Man, you can't call yourself a man doing that. You can't call yourself a man doing that. I had 7 sisters, bro. I mean, I argue with them a lot. Not a lot, but I ain't never treat them bad like that. They did a lot of stuff to make me snap, but I ain't never snap on them like that. But you don't treat women like that, bro. Now, I don't know what y'all got going on today, though, women. There's a lot of sacrificial chambers out here. I don't even know think about all that, but I ain't never treated a woman like that. And you know what? They thought I was so soft, they dumped me in. And that was the problem. I couldn't understand it though. I was like, I'm Mr. Popularity. I got everything going on, I got the studio, I got the car, I got the money. Why are you listening to that chump change over me? You know what I'm saying? I could never get that, bro. And then ratchet women to put sex in the equation, I throw that in the trash can immediately because I knew better. I was like, what are you doing? And then like I investigated myself and I found out what kind of black magic they were doing. And it was basically like I date the women I dated wasn't doing drugs, wasn't drug addicts, but they were dealing with men who were drug addicts, and then they was over there partying like rock stars, basically on some shit. That's the black man, bro. And I ain't gonna get into that though. It's garbage. But that was a beautiful thing today. I don't get out much, and I seen everywhere I went. I seen young black people working, ready to go to work, looking like y'all was on time going to work. Hey man, don't look at that check, bro. Invest in yourself. Invest in your credit. Invest in something that's gonna double your money at your job. Like I said, if I work at McDonald's and the minimum wage is $10,000, I mean the yearly income is $10,000 to $15,000 a year. I'm gonna turn that into $35,000 a year working at McDonald's. If they got a 401k and stuff like that, I'm gonna turn that into $35,000 a year, $25,000 a year. So I'm gonna double up, you know. Easy. It take a while though. It's a process, but it ain't that long. It's like a year or two or something, if that long. 6. I want to say 6 months so bad, but I think it's longer than 6 months. Man, you can take 401k, bro. It's like a percentage rate at a job. They got 2%, 3%. They told me to be quiet about that too. They don't want me to tell y'all nothing about this stuff. But anyway, I thought it was a beautiful thing, man. But invest in yourself, you know, focus on yourself. All right, you got that. You probably was hustling, and you probably trying to stop hustling, fade out of it. As you fade, if you hustling and you fading out of it and you working, watch how your so-called friends disappear. Cause you ain't gonna have the money to give to them, you ain't gonna have the drugs to give to them no more. Watch how they go away. And you ain't got your car with your rims on it no more. Watch how they go away. You got a normal little car, gas saver. Watch how they go away. Them man, they wasn't your friends in the first place. They were programs. They were programmed to keep you faulting out. That's all they were, a program to keep you faulting out. It was sent to you by entity, the devil. The devil sent it to you. But I thought it was beautiful, man. Everywhere I went, somebody black was working. No offense, man. I'm not trying to be racist, man. I hope it ain't racist. But it's good to see my people. I thought y'all just gave up on working, you know? Man, and then there were young men, too. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. I thought that was beautiful. I meant to say that earlier. Man, I thought that was beautiful. Y'all look like y'all interested. I'm telling you, be even more interested when you get in the 401k. Now, some of y'all probably got jobs that don't have a 401k. No matter what job you got, if they got a 401k, all you got to do is put the 401k in a bank. And every time you leave that job, it'll go everywhere with you. And then you invest that 401k, and it'll start rolling over. I'm being lenient by saying $25,000, $35,000 a year. As if, you know, cause you gonna start, if you like to gamble, a lot of y'all young guys like to gamble. That's all stock market was for me. But by the time I started getting good at it, my head, why did all this crazy ass shit? Excuse me, like, I don't know what the hell she was thinking, bro. I don't know what she was thinking at all, bro. Oh my God, the work you put in just to screw me over. They were like, we could have took that energy and poured it into us, and we would have been millionaires today. But that's the lesson you gotta learn. But if I can wind ahead in time, I did it all on my own, man. Cause I had already did the hard work. I already knew how to get my credit up. I already knew how to fade out of the streets into legal, go from illegal money to legal money. I already knew. I started knowing everything. I just brought her along to help out so I can get there faster. That was the problem. Trying to skip trials and tribulations. See, you can skip trials and tribulations by hitting licks off sacrificing people. You can skip trials and tribulations selling drugs. That's still sacrificing people. You can skip trials and tribulations like I did, marrying somebody for business purposes instead of love. And that's gonna have a bad blowback. Every last bit of it. It ain't even worth. all that dope money I made in the past, bro. I'm saying, I know a lot of y'all. I'm gonna say something that almost every drug dealer, even if you still got drug money, gonna say, gonna agree with. All that money I made in the past, I don't know what none of it went to. I do, but that's what you say when you realize it was just wasted money. Even if you try to invest it just didn't flip right. It just didn't flip right. I don't know what none of that money went to. I damn near lived in the street. I don't know what none of that money went to. But it was like when I got a job and I started getting into the stock market and all that, I seen everything. I seen where my money was going. I had money. I can get off on the weekend and say, you know, people would leave me alone like this right here. I would have a girl, but I was alone like this right here. And what I would do is I would look on the computer to kill time. And I would just pick out a car. I wouldn't pick out any car. I'd pick out a car with certain features and all that in there. Purchase it online. And I tell my girl, hey, look, a weekend I'm going to pick up a car. I need you to drive me here because I ain't never like driving because I get out work tired. I work 7 days a week, so I ain't want to drive. So I was like, hey, I need you to drive me up here. We got to go pretty far. And just the trip alone was a good time for me. And I would order a car and send a car. I would send cars all over the place. I would wrecking cars on the same day and go back and buy another one the next day. I'm telling you, hey, I remember one time I bought the same car, wrecked the car, bought the same exact car. The woman was like, you really love this car, don't you? I said, yeah, I guess so. But I had plans for it. I had already fixed the car up in my head. And, you know what I'm saying? It's just something about legal money, bro. But anyway, I bought the car. And I had plans for it. I called out of work. I went straight to Atlanta. Put wheels on it and everything. Put a system in it. All kind of crazy. So I wasted money, though. But I'm just saying, I did all that with legal money, though. Barely making a little more than minimum wage. I just invested my money, man. And then I had other little gigs on the side. But if you're a hustler from the street, you should know how, like when they did Black Fridays, I would go and work the doors or something on Black Friday with my sexy self at one of the stores. And all the deals, you gotta get all the deals. And whoever worked there, they would give them an opportunity to buy a bulk of shirts or something. And I would buy as much as I could. I would invest my money in it. And I put it in my car and I'd ride off and I'd sell shirts and stuff at work. I was hustling, bro. I was always on it, bro. I would sell shirts. I would sell tater chips, cigars, everything, anything. I was a candy man, like literally the candy man. And sometimes street stuff got intervened a little bit because I was well known and I was good at making delivery, and I was good at giving the right amount of money, if not more. Shoot, a lot of people I used to hustle for, I used to double on their money. They used to like, man, I hate to lose you. But yeah, but that's a beautiful thing, man. Watching y'all do that, man. That's an experience you gotta have before you can excel in life. And that's why a lot of y'all, you don't even want to get rich. I mean, not like that, but you want to learn how to get rich, if anything. And one of the most important things I can tell the whole world out there, do not, whatever you do not skip trials and tribulation, confirmation. Because when you do that, God gonna put you back in that situation just so you can do that again, over again, all that over again, until you learn how to properly get out of that situation like a man or a woman. Real, bro. That sometimes some things will leave you in a cycle, going back and forth like that. Just because you keep wondering why I keep doing this, guy, why, guy? Because you keep skipping the trials and tribulation. Same thing with rape or something. You got rape, okay. Is you gonna keep on blaming your own body? Is you gonna keep on abusing your own body? Is you gonna keep on blaming everybody because of the fact that you got raped? Or you gonna keep or is you gonna grow and learn from this experience? Is you gonna educate yourself on how not to put yourself in that experience again? And if you are in that experience, how you can get yourself safely out of that situation without even having that experience again? Have you learned anything in that experience? Or are you gonna keep on attacking your body, attacking the ones that love you? You know what I'm saying? Keep on descending and descending and descending and thinking and hoping somebody gonna actually care for you. It ain't gonna happen. They ain't gonna do nothing but turn around and pimp you. That's the only help you gonna get. And that's the way the energy work. It ain't even them people, it's the energy. It was a test. It was a test. Somebody before you in your family, probably a generational curse. Somebody else probably got raped in your family, did the same thing. You get what I'm saying? That's how it works, y'all. That's how this stuff works, bro. It's all tied in together. It's all tied in together.